Noon. Now I want you to take a look at this video here. You may have seen this on social media, but Pistons game day announcer Kevin Ingram saw a video of what appears to be some people dumping what looks like animal skins into a dumpster in Detroit. Now, we have reached out to the city of Detroit. They said they sent out an investigator or an inspector yesterday, but ultimately this falls within the USDA jurisdiction. So we reached out to the USDA and they referred us to the Department of Natural Resources. Now, we are waiting to hear from the Department of Natural Resources. However, we did pull up this statement or this ruling from the Michigan Department of Agriculture and Rural Development. And it says, when talking about animal disposal methods, quote, the following methods of disposal are allowed by law: burial, burning, composting, or rendering. Alternatively, you can contact your local landfill to see if they accept dead animals. Now, that is from MDARD. We are still waiting to hear back from, again, the Department of Natural Resources. We reached out to the USDA. Hopefully, we get some sort of clarity as to what the issue may be here. If this is a case of illegal dumping, if this is a case of something else. We had reached out to Kevin Ingram. We're waiting for him to pop up on the Zoom. Until then, we're going to go to live now as we see Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy is speaking to the UK Parliament. We hope to that interview with Kevin as soon as we can, and as soon as he pops up, we'll get it right to you.
In hatred. And that is why they are brothers in weapons. And we want regimes built on hatred to never win in anything. And we want no such regime to threaten Europe or our partners. Can we just live alongside regimes like this? Ukraine tried to live in peace with Russia, and 2 invasions in 10 years. This is the result. The Middle East has not had a single year of real peace while this regime has been in Iran. And we are entering a time when such regimes are gaining new ways to kill, cheaply, over long distances, using AI, and as before, simply because they want to destroy you and can force their own people to work for war. One Iranian Shaheed costs about $50,000. To shoot it down, partners often use missiles, some costing up to $4 million, or combat.
So you were just hearing from Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy speaking to the UK Parliament. We want to get back to our top story today at this hour. What appears to be animal skins dumped in a dumpster in Detroit. We want to bring in Kevin Ingram II. Kevin, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear.
Hey, man, how you doing?
I'm fantastic. I'm doing well. Blessed. How are you?
I'm blessed, man. Thanks for getting back to us, and thanks for making yourself available. Look, many people, we all know you as the Pistons game day announcer. Well, we got we're trying to line you up, put you in the best light possible here. But many of us know you as the Pistons game day announcer, everyone who gets the crowd hype. But this is something a bit different. So walk us through the video, what you saw, and what compels you to pull out your phone.
Yeah, well, first off, thank you for having me on, and thank you for identifying that this was something that needed further attention. I work for the Mojo in the Morning show with iHeart Detroit, and we moved to Eastern Market a little over a year. And every day since we moved from Farmington to Detroit, we've noticed dead skins being thrown from the back of a truck into those green dumpsters. Like I said, every single day. So this isn't the first time that I've actually pulled out my phone. It was just the most recent time. And something about the timing of it all made everybody see it.
What is going through your mind, and what has been going through your mind as you were seeing this in real time?
It was just one of those things where you're kind of like, what's going on? Like, what are they doing? Then the question, poses itself of, is what they're doing legal? Definitely doesn't look sanitary. But just asking the question, man, how are they doing this, and are they supposed to be doing it in the first place?
Look, video we're looking at right now, it appears to be one of the animal skins kind of just hanging over the lid of one of those dumpsters. So was all this in your most recent video? Was all this from yesterday?
Absolutely, all of that was from yesterday.
I,
Literally taken about 30 seconds before I posted it. No delay from the time I recorded it to the time it hit Instagram.
this has to be one of the craziest things you've probably seen in your life.
I've seen some pretty crazy things, but this is definitely up there.
Did at any point did it look like anyone, the people who were dumping these animal skins, were they trying to hide what they were doing, or were they were just out there doing it as if this is what they normally do?
Oh no, there was no hiding. There was no anonymity at all. This was an act that again takes place every single day. They were operating in normal behavior at a normal pace at a normal time. And although I didn't see them out there today, in fact, this might be breaking news too. I don't know if you're aware of this. I posted this earlier today. The trash cans were aligned
Oh,
in a straight line, as if someone had physically went out there and checked them out. There was I don't know, a forklift, if that's the right way to do it, some type of lift, but they were physically removing the trash cans, and I don't know where they were taking them, but they were also spraying them down. So somebody got the message, and it looks like something is happening.
would you like to think that your video may have played a role in that?
Yeah, I like to think that, my voice matters. I like to think that all of our voices matter. And when we speak, somebody's listening.
Um, when when it's warm outside, and we know it gets hot here in the summertime in Detroit, and you guys have been there for about a year at that location, any notice of any smell?
I'm gonna be honest with you. Me personally, maybe I'm a little nose blind, for lack of a better term. Maybe other people have a stronger schnauzer than I do. But I don't particularly notice the smell. Others that I work with in the area definitely advise that once it heats up, the skins heat up as well, and you can definitely smell it. But for me personally, I haven't been able to smell anything.
Yeah, I was just talking with Tom Carr over here. He was saying that he thinks that this could have caused or led to a rat problem in the area too. I will say that right before we went to your interview, we did reach out earlier today. Reached out to the city of Detroit. They said they sent an inspector out there. They said this is ultimately a USDA issue. They referred us to the Department of Natural Resources, so we're waiting to hear from them. We do know that according to one state organization, dumping like this is not listed as a proper means of disposal. But how would you like to see this situation end if it hasn't ended already with what the information you gave us today on seeing those dumpsters aligned?
Yeah, I just think privacy in this type of situation is something, a lot of people could use in their life in general. And I think bring those trash cans into a warehouse and dump them out of sight, out of mind. And at least if you are going to dump them in the site, just make sure you fold you take the skins and put them in the trash can and make it tighter than some of these hotel bed sheets. Just clean up after yourself. That's all I can say.
Right. Hey, you ain't got to tell folks twice, man. Just clean up, but somebody always needs to hear it.